Hi everyone, I'm back. So I stopped filming for a little while because I was feeling a little bit of overwhelm. I needed to step back from both my tarot business and my YouTube channel and just take some me time. I needed to sort out my priorities, and I also didn't really love where my channel was headed at the time. I needed to figure out what I wanted to present. What did I want to give? I don't want to just do flip throughs, but I also have a limited amount of time in my life. You know, I want to get a lot of things done, but there are only so many hours in the day and in the week. So I took a break. And during my break, I kind of gave some thought to what would I like my channel to look like moving forward. What makes the most sense for me is planning to do a video a week that I kind of like batch record at the beginning of the month, so I'm not stressed about filming. So 4 to 5 videos a month, depending on how many weeks there are. And they'll follow like a basic theme. What I want to do is focus really on my personal tarot and witchcraft practice, because those are my favorite kinds of videos to watch, and I feel like they give you the most accurate sense of a person, of who a person is, how they view tarot, how they view witchcraft, and I feel like that is what I want to convey. I don't really love the idea of just doing flip throughs on my channel. While I do love those things, they're not all that I am, and they're not all that I want my channel to be. So this video itself is going to just kind of be an overview of each of the kind of videos, because they're going to follow a sort of format and a theme each week, and I want to kind of give you an idea of what you can expect from me. I'm planning to post on the first Monday of every month moving forward, starting with this video. So the first week of each month is going to be my version of a favorites video. So something I like to call a Magickal and Mundane monthly mentions video. Yes, I love alliteration, guilty. Go check out my Instagram. You will not be surprised. But I want to highlight the previous month and just kind of recap my memories, something similar to what Lisa Pepez does on her channel, but my own spin on it. I want to talk about the magic or rituals that I, took part in that month, the things that I watched on TV or the movies I saw, YouTube videos I found really interesting, books that I read. I am an avid reader. Any new decks maybe that have come into my collection, or any other notable stuff from the month that I want to mention and share with you guys. This year in my personal practice, I am trying to spend a month with a chosen tarot and oracle deck. So I have decks in my collection that I use for specific purposes. Also, I'm a hand talker, sorry. Like decks for shadow work, decks for inner child work. Different deities have different decks in my collection that I work with. But what I've been doing recently is I've been taking a tarot and an oracle deck and exclusively working with them for all of the other personal readings that I do that aren't specific to a certain kind of work. I think this is a great way to get to know each of the decks that I have and kind of give them a fair chance to earn a permanent place in my collection. I have a lot of decks in my collection, but not all of them resonate with me, and not all of them really fit in the way that I would like them to. So what I want to do is work with a deck in depth, spend the whole month with it, one tarot, one oracle, and just decide, is this for me? Or is this something that I should move on from my collection? So for each of these videos that I do on the second week of the month, I'm going to do a little bit of a deep dive into that month's tarot and oracle deck. I'm going to flip through each of the cards in the decks and discuss anything that kind of jumps out at me or that I feel like is pertinent about that deck. So it'll be a little bit like a walkthrough or a flip through, but more in depth. It'll be something more akin to the Disney flip throughs on my channel, where I actually talk about the cards and how I feel about them or how they resonate with me. something similar to that is what I plan to do for these week 2 deep dives. So week 3 and sometimes week 5, when there are 5 Mondays in a month, I am going to do a fun video, tarot tags, VRs, other interesting topics. Like one idea that I had was to do a craft project. So I'm doing some stuff for deck storage. I'm like painting some boxes, and I thought it might be fun to film the process. So I would do that and then post it on one of these weeks, 3 or 5. So it's kind of like, it's going to be kind of like a grab bag sort of week. Current tags that are going around the community, tags from a while back that I didn't have a chance to do when they were popular, or maybe something else entirely. Just kind of an assorted, fun video. Maybe educational, but probably fun. The last video every month is going to be a recap of my tarot practice for that month. I realize sometimes they won't encapsulate the entire month because I'm planning to film them on the last weekend before the last Monday of the month. But I think they'll still include like a good overview, so you'll get an idea of what my practice looked like that month. I'm just trying to be realistic again with my expectations of myself and your expectations of what you'll see on the channel. I think that it makes sense for me to film the 3 videos for the start of the month, at the start of the month, or right before it starts, and then the last video of the month for the review of my tarot practice on the last weekend of the month. Realistically, it makes sense for me, and I hope it works out. So each month, in my personal tarot practice, I have a theme that I do in-depth readings on. This year we're kind of like going with a sort of gardening theme, I guess. So like grow, water, feed, rest, harvest, that kind of thing. So every month I have 4 specific readings that I go in depth to that theme on. I'll do a review of the Tarot and Oracle deck that I used for the month, let you know what my final thoughts are, if it will be staying in my collection or if it will be moving on. Some of my tarot statistics, like what card I drew the most, what suit was drawn the most that month. Some of my favorite spreads I will share, or any key insights that I think of, or I think, I've uncovered about myself or my practice or anything like that during the month that I want to maybe share with you guys. I'm very excited to be back and creating content for my channel, and I'm really excited about this new schedule that I have created. I'm hoping that you find this content engaging and interesting. And if you do, and it sounds like something that you'll enjoy, I hope that you like this video and that you subscribe to my channel. There will be tarot and witchy content, hopefully on a much more regular basis. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Blessed be.